welcome back to my channel where it's all horror all the time. And welcome to part 2 of the final mission, and therefore most likely my final streaming session of The Sinking City. So it's been a long but fun ride. Hoping I can wrap this up today and maybe even get to streaming something else later on, but I am getting ahead of myself here. So about the second monolith that we're trying to track down, looking for the birthplace of these triplets. Railway station at the intersection of Salvation and Moorland in Western Shells. Let's go ahead and pin that down on the map. I'm pretty sure I know which location they're talking about. Just don't know where on the map it is from the top of my head. Okay, so there's Moorland and Salvation. Right on top of a fast travel point, which is convenient. Still amazed at the lack of fast travel spots in Northern Reed Heights, but I don't think we need to concern ourselves with that district any longer. Yeah, this is the place I was thinking of after all, so let's go ahead and get rid of that marker. So it might not be a combat zone in the true sense, but I do seem to remember a lot of monsters spawning as soon as you enter the premises. Let's see if that's still the case. So it's in the actual railway station, but you know what? Might as well have a quick gander. See if there's anything useful to be found here. We're actually doing pretty good ammo-wise, so I'm not all that worried. Maybe go ahead and try and craft another first aid kit. Alright, here we go. Ooh, there's two of them even. No, wait, that's still the same one. It just respawned. Trying to be clever, are we? So, literally inside the railway station. Damn it, stop teleporting, guy. So it seems that I'm veering off the path already. What the hell is that even doing there?
Even this monstrosity couldn't survive being riddled with harpoons.
Funny how it hasn't liquefied yet, but hey. As long as it doesn't come back to bother me. Still not seeing any of that paranormal rippling business. So what else have we got, clue-wise? 2 parts of the seal. Huh. Looks like that's about it, really. Okay, so not that straightforward then after all. Let's see, can I climb this? So there's our monolith. So when they say in the in the railway station, they're counting the exterior as well.
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith.
So would that be our second K-finger?
Chipping off such a huge piece would require a lot of effort. You couldn't do this alone. The chip looks fresh. The same pattern as on the monolith. The monster took a good bite out of this poor man. His own mother wouldn't recognize him now.
How about maybe join these separate pieces together?
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith.
Can't even inspect that in detective mode.
Such a huge piece would require a lot of effort. You couldn't do this alone.
There's a reconstruction site right there. Which no doubt involves that harpooned monster.
Smell us! Protect the stone! Hurry! I think I heard something. Harder! Must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed.
Time to figure this out.
Harder! Must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed. Hurry! I think I heard something. The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
A group of fanatics chipped off a piece of the monolith and got away with it. Apparently it was the one with the niche I need.
Stone thieves. A group of people chipped off a piece of the monolith and then retreated deeper into the train station. Seems that piece was the one I needed. They used a cart to transport the heavy stone, so they must have left tracks somewhere. So, yeah, track marks. What have we here? Huh. I was totally expecting those tracks to continue on the other side, but can we like dislodge this thing maybe?
Monstrosity couldn't survive being riddled with harpoons. I wouldn't want to be him. All soaked in blood. I hope it's still readable. Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith.
Stained diary page, excited to be the secretary of our community. The history of our ascension will be written with my own hand. 2 days ago, found the blessed piece of the stone. It's so close. The hour of our ascension draws near. New headquarters in Western Shells on Justice Street between Inner Shine Street and Warren Road. Closer to the stone so it'll be easier to transport.
The wood's rotten from the damp.
Key evidence. Do I want to go for all evidence? Getting a bit bored with this place already, if I'm being honest.
Killed with one blow.
Booyah. Okay, so Western Shells, Justice Road between Inner and Warren. Justice between Inner and Warren. Huh. Looks like there's no fast travel point that's actually gonna get us any closer. So we'll just need to make our way around the station. Just a second. I could have sworn there was a knock at the door, but that didn't actually happen. It's funny how this game in particular would have me seeing and or hearing things. Let's try and keep an eye out for any points of interest along the way. Maybe something in the trunk over here. No such luck. This isn't gonna lead us into a combat zone, is it? Nah, it's not. Where are we with knowledge points, by the way, huh? Still quite a ways off. Until the next one. But I like to think we've got all the essentials locked down already anyway.
I hope they didn't smash the part I need. This statue is incredibly detailed. It's practically lifelike. Damn. Did they actually try to chew that?
Let's try it again from this end. Huh.
I can't help myself. It's so delicious.
Whoa. Time for my meds once again. Now where did it go?
There you are. The door won't budge.
So I'm thinking this reconstruction scene should lead us to a key, maybe? Meanwhile, where'd that tentacle thing disappear off to?
Put it here. At last, our sentence is so close. We'll start immediately. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weaknesses and sins. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
It looks like she hid it on one of these shelves.
Put it here. At last our sentence is so close. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weakness. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
The piece of the monolith was brought here, partly eaten, and the leftovers were taken upstairs. The door was locked and a key hidden among the books.
Ooh, that's another massive sanity hit right there. Just from picking up a key. That is weird. Hang on, why would there be an apparition of a diving suit there? Nah, that's the same hint from earlier. Just random hallucinations then, I'm guessing. So, let's go ahead and reload the Tommy gun. Handgun at the ready. And then they all became petrified, from the looks of it. And there's our second K-finger.
This must be part of the seal.
Right on. Ah, damn. Thought that was just a hallucination there for a sec, but turns out that thing is actually real. Stone Worshipper's notes, the true purpose of the monoliths is to lead the faithful to ascension, to the new life in the changing world. Eat from them, embrace them in all your flesh, and K's gift will free you from bodily weaknesses and sins. We will join the 144,000 chosen, and will rest among angels, while the sinners will face the wrath of the beast that sleeps in the depths. Huh. I wonder if there's any kind of significance to that specific number. Oh, fuck me. This is gonna be like that Doctor Who situation.
The stone is ours.
Isn't it? That was a nice little touch there. You know, as soon as I walked in, I was thinking, what are the odds of these guys coming back to life and making my life difficult? But I much prefer this approach, really. So, the seal is complete. Now I can open the central monolith and descend into Cathigonar. This ancient otherworldly artifact was found by Throckmorton's expedition to the depths beneath Oakmont. The seal was used in burials by those who lived here in ancient times, before the city was even founded. Okay. So, Cathigonar holds the daughter. Oakmont is trapped by Cathigonar. Something in the monolith has transformed the worshippers into completely new creatures. Looks like that's all the combinations we can make for now. Now, this is just probably a case of me not having paid enough attention earlier, but why is there this little vicious cycle-ish icon thingy next to this deduction? So it looks like it hasn't finalized my previous choice yet, but I'm still sticking with it. So where we want to go now is Central Advent. So let's back up a bit and take a right. God damn it. Yep. Just trying to confirm, but it does look a lot like I've exhausted every possible mission or objective there is. Whoa. Wait, what? What did I just take damage from? Looks like I forgot to reload the battle rifle of all things. Come on, just evaporate already. I thought there was a first aid kit there. Okay, now I'm definitely starting to see things. Ah, nope, wait. Here goes. Okay, so now I'm just hoping if there's any underwater combat coming up that it will go a bit more smoothly than during my last session. Damn it. Yep, looks suitably, reasonably Mayan enough to me. Could you not? Go look at the pretty flower. Hey now, play nicely. Work for the T-Rex, should be good enough for you. I just hope that whatever we find inside the temple is going to be equally imposing. I mean, they've got to top this somehow, right? Hang on, so if this is where we want to be, and what's with the brightly lit temple summit from earlier? There's a hooded dude once again. Oh wow. Please don't do that, guy. Not when we're this close. New Mind Palace clue. Monoliths are parts of Cathigonar. There's the possibility that the daughter can split her influence through the monoliths. Well, yeah. We pretty much established that already, no? Chthonian monstrosity, the daughter's influence will be the strongest inside Cathigonar. Whatever transformation awaits may be worse than death. The daughter's influence will be the strongest inside Cathigonar. With her help, I could gain power beyond belief. Yeah, but that sounds like a bit of a dick move, though. I mean, you just know this is not going to end well for our guy. Can we get up there, maybe get a better view of things? Nah. Okay, so I'm counting 2 squid pointing downwards. I hope this is like an Indiana Jones leap of faith situation where like a bridge materializes out of thin air. Still have an itch in the Mind Palace, it would seem. Oh well, here goes. Now, why am I still being notified about the Mind Palace, though?
It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
I want None of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
Let me be frank. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal in here, newcomer.
Please help me die. I can't. I just can't.
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr.
So, what do you think the odds are of our hooded black phantasm guy being Charles Reed
We can
himself?
still save the city.
You can't end the suffering. The cycle will go on. You can't change who you are.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
We're doomed to rot in this Borg.
There is a cycle. This has all happened before. She wants to be free, but she must not be, or else it all ends.
Restarting the cycle is suicide. The previous seeds died and the cycle kept repeating. The seed sacrifice must be the only way to restart it. Sacrifice. If I enter the gates, I'll free the dreamer's hidden daughter. If I survive that, what's left of me won't even be human. The only way to prevent mankind's destruction is to restart the cycle by my suicide. Can't say I did not see that coming. Let me go ahead and make a manual save, because I'm curious what happens if we switch around these previously made choices. See, that leads to another conclusion entirely. Enter Cathiganar. There's no sense in sacrificing my life. One way or another, someone will end the cycle and the hidden daughter will be free. By entering the gates, at least I have a chance to survive. Maybe I'll even become something greater than human. Could very well be it's only a matter of time before somebody mucks it up, but I don't want to be that guy.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and its madness behind. I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont. I choose annihilation. The end of all cycles. Let everything die. I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter. I am coming. I have made my choice. I willingly sacrifice myself like every seed before me. What is one life worth against all of humankind? Let the cycle restart. I have made my choice. I willingly sacrifice myself like every seed before me. Let the cycle restart.
Huh. Yeah, like I said, I had a pretty solid hunch things were not going to end very well for our guy. I mean, if I had taken any of the other options, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences. Now, I myself don't particularly feel like going back and trying out the other endings. I'm surely someone else has been kind enough to upload the different outcomes already. But yeah, all in all, I want to say that's a pretty satisfying conclusion, all things considered. I especially like how things became just more insane, I guess is the word, towards the end, when you're like both underwater but also not, and with the murals and the ambient music going on and everything. That was pretty damn well good. Pretty damn well put together, I want to say. So yeah, one little bone I have to pick with the game first off is, well, I guess it's more an issue of mine, really, and poor expectation management. See, when they announced that the city was going to be randomly generated, I actually thought that each and every player was going to get their own unique city, which turned out not to be the case. Fortunately, the city itself is actually big and varied enough. You know, you've got these little districts going on there with their own personality and their own population and what have you. One thing I also really liked, I think I've mentioned this before, and how the protagonist actually has a personality of his own. It's not like he just literally copies whatever dialogue options you take. You know, this guy's got really like a personality and an agenda of his own that really shines through, which I appreciate. Again, the detective work was certainly a lot better done than in Call of Cthulhu. But at the same time, that pretty much means that I wouldn't class this as a horror game. It's horror in theme, but you know, execution-wise, it is very, very much a detective adventure. At no point did I ever get like a sense of dread or panic, or you know, that kind of survivalist mechanism being triggered. So yeah, all in all, very long, but also tons of fun. Like I said, if you're looking for a very visceral, jumpy horror experience, maybe look elsewhere. But if you're big into like crime solving or the source material, I can definitely recommend this. There's a few rough spots, like the handful of times where I found myself without ammo and the only option was to run around for like half an hour, checking out random garbage cans and closets and what have you. So I'm thinking either just put a damn merchant in the game already, or maybe balance out a bit more what loot you can find and where. Enemy variety was a bit of a letdown, and also just the general normalization of horror, I guess. I mean, as soon as you step off the boat in the beginning, you're dealing with hallucinations. You've got your guy putting a gun to his temple with some regularity. Monsters are just pretty much shut in and barricaded in these combat zones, and life outside it just seems to go on. I mean, you've got your quirky characters, there's people freaking out in the middle of the street, but still it all seems just a bit mundane, really. What I really would have liked to see is a more gradual transgression and things getting from bad to worse. Like maybe things being relatively normal and then the whole random citizens freaking out and acting erratically a bit later on. Also the fast travel points that irk me a bit, how unevenly spread out they are sometimes, and it makes a bit of a slog to get from point A to point B. But you know, in the grander scheme of things, this is all just these are all just minor gripes, really. So for those of you who have not been watching the entirety, which I can very well imagine, because it's been literally dozens upon dozens of hours. But yeah, if this whole thing hasn't spoiled too much of the narrative for you, then I could very well solidly recommend this. Yeah, so everyone, thanks to everyone for joining during previous sessions, or if you're watching this after the fact, hope I'll see you around for some other horror-related goodness. So with that said, happy gaming and God bless.